Hello. I'm not gonna lie, I was honestly anticipating a comment like this, and I mean that with no ill will. I just figured it would happen, so I wanted to address it. Also, excuse me if I sound hoarse. I have no idea why I'm starting to lose my voice. Not a clue. So, I'm gonna answer this directly as well as just chat about this topic in like concept. Yeah. So first, let's go with this topic in concept. I find when people are open about their financial situation, be it on social media or what I'll call in real life, and the financial situation might be a struggle, strapped, things are tight, things like that, the purchase decisions or the budget decisions that they make are under much more scrutiny than if, say, somebody might not be open about their situation or a situation might not be a struggle. I remember back when my husband was out of work and I was making videos and somebody made a comment that if we didn't have a steady flow of income, I shouldn't be buying a case of Coke. And, you know, I said I will find a way to work that in my budget because that is something from my husband, both for his sinus headaches and migraines, but also with all the hard work he was doing looking for a job and going on interviews and applying for jobs and job fairs and doing side hustles. This was the least I could do to bring him a little treat. But this $8 case of Coke was under scrutiny because of our situation. What I have learned in my time budgeting and living a financial life, I know me personally, I never question or judge what somebody is doing with their money, how they're spending it and how they're using it. You know, if it's known that somebody is struggling with money or things are tight for the time being, whatever the situation is, and they go out and get themselves some Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, that might be something that is their only way to survive with their mental health. They might have a gift card. Somebody might have Venmo'd them some money. We don't know. Or they just scrounged around their change and came up with the money for it. Whatever. You know, if they're in Target and they're buying a mug and we know that they just lost their job, let them buy that mug. Maybe you don't agree with it, but it's something they are deciding is necessary for them. Everybody's wants and needs are different in importance, and I've learned I don't judge and I don't question. And that's not to say that I won't answer questions when they're posed to me. I'm just talking me personally. Sorry, I cut off. My kids needed me. I honestly don't remember where I left off, so we'll just move on. As for our specific situation and wondering if it was wise to do and everything, so when this was on the docket of a potential investment in our household, I sat down with our budget and played chess with the numbers. And as I've always said, money is fluid and you tell it what to do. And I've been telling it what to do. So, you know, we had too much in our gas, that went to grocery, things like that. And I called around to vets for, you know, yearly vaccine prices and office visits and common medical needs of a pet of this size and this age. And as a side note, mixed breeds mutts are one of the healthier types of dogs to get than like a purebred, in case you were wondering. But and again, our discount vet, you know, a vaccine there is $10 and an office visit is $30, whereas other vets, it's more and things like that. And I know I'm talking about present needs, not potential future emergencies, but that's life in all aspects. be it with animals, humans, cars, homes. You will have emergencies. That's why you have emergency funds and insurance policies, etc., etc. But back to sitting down with our budget and reworking our budget categories to create a what I'll call dog care category. And the conversations with the whole family went, well, if this is something we want to do, then some things might have to change. You know, the money that we would do for our once-a-month McDonald's might not happen anymore. And if we wanted to save for a vacation to Disney or Disney Springs, that might have to be put on hold. And we all talked about the pros and cons and the positive and negatives. And at the end of the day, we made it work with changes and priorities and things like that. You know what I mean? Also, knock on wood, when my kids' insurance stuff straightens out, that will free up hundreds and hundreds of dollars in our budget. But anyway, it was also really important. My husband really wanted at some point to look into a dog, both for responsibility for my son and my daughter, but we're going to talk more my son, and to help him with his anxieties. And when he gets frustrated, there could be some self-harm, not detrimental, so please don't worry about that. We have things under control and everything, but just to see if having a dog would just aid in what we're already helping him with. So it was also really important for us to see if we could make it work with that purpose as well. And I will say that now my son, when he's feeling overwhelmed and anxious, and where he might otherwise begin hitting his own face, he goes and nuzzles and cuddles his face into Pretzel. So we have seen a positive redirection. So was it the wisest thing for our budget? I think so. On a personal level. Would a financial advisor think so? I don't know. But we made it work. Does that mean in 2 months' time we're not going to visit a food bank? I don't know. Maybe. But we would anyway. And it was just reallocation of our budgets. I took less out of my gardening fund. This was more important when refunneling around our money. So yeah. That's the story. I appreciate the question. I think with vulnerability of finances in any aspect of life, it does open a door for people to ask questions, and I will answer them as long as my family is okay with that. And they are for this. But yeah, that's the story. All right. I hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.